Hear me clearly. America is not a racist country.
We need to address, well, first of all, no, I don't think America is a racist country.
Have blacks been pitted against Asians?
We need the black community to realize that that black people are hurting Asians, and they need to speak out in their own community.
Our communities are not reporting these incidences. We don't want to cause more trouble, more attention to our community.
It strikes me that this is the Asian equivalent of the talk that African-American parents often have to have with their children.
All right, so before we get started, I just want to let y'all know that the video will not be posted here. The video will be obviously posted directly on IG, where you are free to peruse through that video and many other videos that are directly up there. And after you happen to view that video directly on IG, you'll be free to come back here and to listen to the commentary, and also leave your comments on how it is that you feel about observing that video, and also about the commentary that you are about to hear. There's something. I can't obviously put this video directly up there for obvious reasons, but what I mean that these Asian teens were about 20 to 30 deep. They were 20 to 30 deep on one black teen, and then you had the other black teens back there just sitting up there watching. And the guy, the young man who got beat up, he was like, "Yo, I thought y'all had me." He was like, "Thought you thought we had you?" It's like, "I don't even know you." And then he was questioning, he's like, "Are you crying?" I'm like, bruh, he was just sitting up there getting beat down by 20 to 30 other people. Like what are you saying? Like, when you sit up there and hear how he was getting kicked and hit, like, yo, somebody's gonna be sitting up there, you're gonna see some pain coming through somebody's face. You're gonna obviously you're gonna sit up there and see that. But it was like, the thing I'm sitting up there looking at is that I feel like he was in a sense more hurt by the fact that, quote unquote, his own people didn't even sit up there and have his back. I think for me, listening to him and sitting up there looking at how he looked at the other young man that looked like him, that right there hurt him more than all 20 to 30 plus of them sitting up there jumping him. And it's pretty funny to me how when people want to talk about stop the Asian hate, right? Nobody talks about stop the, black racism or these types of things, the aggression, right? Because magically, when you go and you look at the video on IG, you'll hear the Asians sitting up there using the N-word. It's like, "Oh, you thought I was your friend, you thought wrong," and all that, and then want to sit up there and start using the N-word again and again and again and again and again. And then after something takes place, then you see all of them scatter like roaches. I'm like, what? Y'all was just hard. Why y'all running? And this is the thing that I want y'all to understand. This was a solid sized young man. Like, if he was more than likely like picked out for athletic reasons, he could be there for potentially weightlifting, or he could be there for football, right? I'm talking about thinking about, on the high school teams. So the thing that I'm looking at is the fact of either A, more than likely this young man, even though he is a big, solid weighted type dude, he more than likely was not a fighter, right? And you have a lot of big dudes that are like that. They're big dudes, but they're gentle giants, right? Or it could be B, the dude does have some type of fighting knowledge, or whatnot or whatever, but it was just the fact that he was overwhelmed because there was 20 plus other teams that were there that were just swinging, kicking, and doing all of this other type of stuff. Like I said, that's straight cowardice. None of them would try to sit up there and fight him one-on-one. They wouldn't try to do it. Like I said, that dude is too solid and he got too much weight. Let him actually get angry. It's curtains for a lot of them. It's curtains for a lot of them. And let me make y'all understand something. This is not the last video that you're going to end up seeing today that is going to revolve around this exact same topic, the type of cowardice that you will see when it deals with these other individuals, right, that decide that they want to attack and come at black people. Like, this is, I'm trying to get people to understand, this is how it has always worked. They're always brave when there's always more than 5 of them. right? Now, normally, no matter how foolish it may seem, you'll sit up there and see a black dude is like, yo, I'm here, what it is, right? You will usually sit up there and see a black dude be like, hey, this is my presentation. I'm here. What are we doing? Right? It's not normally going to be some type of event like, yeah, we're about to have like 20 of our dudes sitting up there jumping like one of y'all for no. Nah. Nah. But when you look at a lot of these other individuals, these other groups, you'll notice a pattern that when they are able to outnumber black men, this is when they want to act big and bad. This is when they want to attack. This is when they want to start throwing around the N-word and all this other type of stuff. This is when they want to start filming stuff and start showing how hard they really are, when realistically, that is not the case. But like I said before, remember how everybody stated, stop the Asian hate. Black people need to really fully understand how much harm they're causing to the Asian community, and they need to have a conversation with themselves and their people. Right. So we're like I said, we're all of those social justice warriors. We're all of those individuals that normally speak up for the Asian community on TikTok, on IG, on Twitter, on YouTube, on all of these social media platforms. Where are all of y'all at when you got these group of 20 plus some odd Asian teens jumping this one black teen? Where y'all at? Oh, that's right. Nobody cares. That's right. That's right. Nobody cares. But let the whole 20 something odd group of Asians have been black jumping one Asian teen. Oh, this would have been spotlight news. This would have been all over MSNBC. This would have been, all over Fox News. Everybody would have been talking about it. You would have heard, all types of Asians from across America and abroad coming out to basically speak on it. But when it's their own people doing this to somebody black, magically everybody's deaf, dumb, and silent. Okay.